Did you ever wonder how it is possible that you can see emptiness of the sky? See the sky at night, and there's nothing to be seen. It's dark, black, empty, but still you can see it. That's because you know forms are absent. First, you have to know forms to know they are absent. How can you hear silence? By the absence of sound. How can you see light? Only when there was darkness first. Forms. You came out of the light and went into that darkness of the mind, the world, the forms, the opinions, trying to find your way in that darkness of the world, the mind, opinions. And when you didn't succeed, you gave up, and choop, there was light. Now you could recognize the light because of your absence. And how can you know yourself? By the absence of you. Isn't this an amazing game? You can only know what you are when you are gone. And that's the bliss, the ultimate bliss of not being. No words left, no form left, no you left, no darkness left, no world left, no sound left, no finding the way back home left. It was just a dream of that what you are, and now it knows it is not all that what it thought and imagined. Only when you left, you can be yourself. Wow, what a game. So funny. You can only know the solution of a problem when the problem is gone. You are the problem. See what left when you are gone? This happiness is what's left when you are gone. You were never there. It was only the mind making up imaginations. It made darkness, and you crawled in the darkness and to try to find light. But you could only find light when the darkness was gone, when you were gone, and your mind was gone. It's so amazingly simple. We are so long lost in this darkness which doesn't really exist. That's the only thing left is nothingness. No thing. No name, no form, no images. Oh my goodness. That's what you are. Silence. Witnessing your own not being. That's being. The more it comes into your mind, into your knowing, the more you start laughing, spontaneous, because that's what life goes on as it is, as it was yesterday, and in the morning it is going on again and again, because although you know it's not real, it appears. Why? Because that which is not real cannot not appear. What is not existing cannot disappear. This is enlightenment in the totality of its light. That which does not exist cannot disappear. That's what Maya is and what illusion is. Maya is what is visible but is not existing. That's different from what is illusion. Illusion is in Maya. Illusion is then when you see a river in the desert. Because of the heat of the sun, you are seeing things that are not there. Although you see things, you see it wrong. That's illusion. But out of illusion, past illusion, there is this great Maya, that not even the desert exists, and you seeing it as desert or water, or that doesn't exist neither. In Maya, nothing exists. It is just image. It is not real, so it can never disappear. When there is this spirit, this mind making up images, it will go on. But you will know they are not real. Like the rope in the darkness. You don't go and run away because it's a snake. No, you know it's just a rope. And that will go on. Whenever there is a rope, it will seem like a snake. That's what is the appearance of images. That will not stop. As long as there are images, we will see them. And we will know it's just image, so we don't look at it anymore. You will see it, but don't look at it. Looking is with the mind, investigating what is. That's gone. You just see appearances. As long as you are in this earthly image, your mind is here. Your mind wakes up in the morning. It is your mind that incarnates, and it is your mind that sees images. But you, the knowing of it, you know it's not real, like the Donald Duck is shouting and running, but he doesn't exist. Mickey Mouse is driving in a car, but he doesn't exist, so it's just a play on the scene of your mind. That's what is going on. And when you look outside, you see, here I see white clouds in the blue sky and the trees and the wind. I see it, and it moves, and it even makes noises when you hear the wind or people shouting, but it doesn't exist. And me laughing about it. I don't exist, and you listening and seeing it like me, understanding and feeling, you don't exist neither. But the inner free being, the formlessness, that's everlasting free. Now you can be happy even in the morning when you wake up. Remember, it's image and it's for the joy. Remember tomorrow morning when you wake up, this is image, and I enjoy it, and I enjoy the breakfast, and I enjoy the walk outside, or even when I have to go to work, I enjoy it to be with colleagues, or whatever image is there. Enjoy it, because you are not that. That doesn't exist. You are free, empty awareness. Happy, happy, happy. Are you aware that when you open your eyes in the morning, first thing you do is look into the unreality? All that you see isn't real, and you stick on it. You keep it in your vision, in reality. You keep yourself bound to this imagined world, and you do all kinds of things in this imagined world, which are imagined also, of course. It is unreal, so what you are changing and doing is unreal also. But you cannot help it, because there's nothing that you can do, because you are unreal in your unreal world. And what is feeling and seeing and knowing this is not in this world, but it sees this world. It knows it and it leaves it. But you in this world think you are real, and you want to change all kinds of things and get things out of it to feel good, and go from one unreal place to another unreal place in an unreal car, in an unreal garden walking, and everything you do isn't real. But you cannot stop it, because you are unreal. As long as you wake up in the morning, and that's not your doing, because you are thrown in that unreality, as long as you are in this unreal world, you have to continue to be in this unreal world. But you can change your vision, your consciousness. You can become aware of the fact that it is unreal. It will not stop the movements. It will look not different, but you will know you do step backwards, and you see it. And then there's the joy of that one there over there going with a raincoat, going shopping, and look at her, the person on the bicycle with a bag full of food, bringing home and taking off the raincoat and arranging things. All that is not real. And the one in that vision there, in that world, thinks it is real, and it behaves as if it is real, but it is not. And then you look from behind that scene, that vision, and you see yourself as a formless being, but it is all-knowing. What you are is the knowing entity who sees yourself entering that dream world. And when you see that, you are looking at your own movie with other forms, persons and happenings. It's all moving. And in the night, you turn off the button and you sleep. But it's not you turning off the button, of course. You just drop away. You cannot help it to fall asleep. And you cannot help it to wake up, because it's all put in a scenery by that formless being that you really are. So when you can reach that, what you are, you cannot reach it, you are it, but can you, when you are, be aware of that, what you really are, from that place, which is a placeless place, you can oversee all the movements, and you can, when you have that full power, you can stop all those movements because they are not needed anymore. There's no more incarnation needed, there's no more play or imagination, but when it is there, it's for fun. So now you are both. When you understand what you are both, you are that which makes it up, that reality, and you are this figure in the play, where you are now, taking a coffee and walking and think blah blah blah. So you are the both one unreal and the one real. But the real one will become stronger in awareness when you are taking your attention to the unreal one, that it is not real. Remember it every time and every day again. It is here, but it is not real. So then it will lose its grip and its importance. You read the book, it's for fun, it's not real. You are not in the book running away from a tiger. You read about someone in a book running away, and it's nice, it's funny, and it's exciting, and when the book is finished, you put it aside. Well, this life is your own book. And you are both the reader, the writer, and the one in the adventure of the book. Is that funny? Well, okay, have a good book, have a good time, and be what you really are. The peaceful, the witness, and awareness, and then book is gone, world is gone, imagination gone, but the awareness, what you are, remains, and it is satisfied. Happy, happy, happy. The people tell you that you have to be yourself. But how can you be someone else on another level? But on that level that you are everybody, there is no separation anymore. That's the being, the inner being, the soul. Then you are all, also the other. What I mean to say is that people make you search for yourself, and they give studies and a course you can follow, and then you pay money and you have to go every week to sit in an attitude of the meditation with a pain on your knees and then you are yourself. But what I would like to say, it's not all that, it is also that, but it has nothing to do with finding yourself, because you are the self when you go to that place where you have to meditate, and you are yourself when you come home from that place, and you are yourself when you don't go to that place, and you are yourself when you are asleep. How can you not be yourself? So it is just a matter of understanding and seeing, being consciousness, that consciousness, I always say consciousness, that being conscious of the fact that you cannot be anything else than the self. You are the presence which is alive, and you are eternally the presence which is alive, whether you have a body form sitting in a meditation attitude with whatever, trying not to think, and you are always the present when you are tired and go to bed, or when you eat, when you are awake in the next moment after sleep, or when you sleep, when you are in a deep sleep, when you dream, there's always only the self. It is so fantastic to realize that you cannot do anything to be not yourself. Well, when you do that, it is also being done in the fact that you are that doing. You are conscious of your real self. And the real self is that presence from where the things arise that you have in the day, that you see in the day and that you do and you move. But that's all in the same conscious of now what you are. It's not somebody else all of a sudden going to a school or going home, or it's always the self. And when you realize that you go to a movie or to a play in a hall and there's a play on the stage, that you are observing the actors, when you are going home, you are still that same self. Whether you see acting or not, I mean to say there is nothing different in you. Whether you see rain or sunshine, it's always you. And when you have your eyes closed and you don't see rain or sunshine, it's still you. It is always that presence that you are. Whether you are in a deep sleep or in the waking state or dreaming, it is what I read somewhere. Suppose there is a stage with a play and you are the one acting, and the first stage the part is over and you change costumes and you have another part. There's still that same you, and then there's another part with other happenings, but it is always the same you. It all is being played from that same one being. Whether you are a king in a story or you are a beggar, it doesn't matter. That's all you as that which makes it visible and possible. You are that living presence, sleeping or waking, or you are always conscious of that what you are. Sorry. In the back of your mind, there is this knowing. It now knows that there's been a talk about being present and people listening and searching words to make the expression of the feelings and the knowings, that there is this present awareness. It is always the same presence. It's a present. Well, it's always the same one which is alive. Whether it plays a role on a stage or it is in deep sleep, you are always alive. Even in a deep sleep, or when you are going to an operation and surgery and they give you this mask and you drop away in a black state. They cut in your body and still there is this presence that you are. And you can be aware of it because you are alive eternally. There is something in you that knows. You cannot even lose it. even in a deep sleep, there is this being, this consciousness of being in a deep sleep. Whether your mind knows it or not, that's another question. The mind doesn't know it, but you yourself, you are very much aware of your existence. You are present, and you can never leave yourself. That's what is. Eternally being. This is what you are. The sound Om. The body around it, it's a layer of thoughts. It gets thinner and thinner. When the thoughts evaporate in the space that you are, there's this empty field starts to vibrate. That's the first sound. That's your first body. This Om. It's what you are. And around it is the form of your physical body. You feel the sound Om in yourself vibrating. That is your silence starting to vibrate. This feeling inner self. This Om is the first what came out of emptiness. It's your name. It's the name of God inside. It's what you are. There's a sort of shell around it. It will lose itself in its own space. There's a layer of thoughts. It's not that your body is in space of Om. Your body is around the Om. The vibration is in you. Vibration is felt deep in you. It resonates. It resonates. The sound Om is here in the physical body. Will go away It has done its work. It brought you back to the source of your being. This is the first sound out of the silent emptiness. Give it attention as much as possible. And the world will drop off your shoulders. The weight of the thoughts of the mind. Happiness is what remains. It's the well-being of the self